Welcome to the AI Alpha Report. Today, we're diving into a massive shift happening in the financial markets. A world where gut feelings, well, they're being replaced by machine learning and code.
And this quote right here, it gets straight to the heart of it. This isn't just some catchy phrase. It means the entire rulebook for how we think about investing is being rewritten right before our eyes. The old way of relying on intuition, it's making way for something way more precise, and it's all driven by data.
So, what does this change actually look like in practice? Well, on one hand, you've got the old school, staring at price charts, going with your gut. But on the other hand, you have the new school, which is all about code, language, and amazing open source tools. We're moving beyond just looking at the price. Now it's about understanding the story and the sentiment that actually moves the market.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to define this new market edge. Then we'll put it to the test with some real AI verdicts on big-name stocks. After that, we'll zoom out to see how AI decodes global signals. And to wrap it all up, we'll show you how you can actually build your very own analysis bot.
Okay, let's jump right in. Section 1, the new market edge. The huge idea here is this shift from just looking at charts to actually analyzing language. Think about it. Stock prices move based on news, and this new school of analysis is all about measuring that news in real time.
And that brings us to the core concept of AI alpha. This used to be the secret weapon of billion-dollar hedge funds. We're talking about a statistical advantage you get by using AI to sift through mountains of data, news articles, earnings calls, speeches, at a speed no human could ever match, all to find that hidden edge. All right, let's move on and see how this all connects. We're going to take this idea of AI alpha out of the theoretical and apply it to some companies you definitely know. It's time for some AI verdicts on stocks. Okay, so here we have a tale of two financial giants, Capital One and Visa. Now look at this. The AI model is flagging caution for Capital One, but a strong buy for Visa. So what in the world is driving these completely opposite conclusions? Let's break it down. For Capital One, the AI found a super clear link between news about credit delinquencies and drops in the stock price. It also saw a big spike in keywords like payment stress. But for Visa, the AI flagged a classic technical buy signal. And even more interesting, the public sentiment around Visa stayed positive, even when the rest of the economic news was bad. Now let's pivot to big tech. This chart shows the sentiment volatility for Microsoft versus Google. You can see Microsoft's score is pretty stable, nice and consistent. Google, on the other hand, is a total roller coaster. And that suggests the market sees Microsoft as a steady, reliable utility, while Google is seen as a much higher risk but potentially higher reward.
So, what's the AI's final call on Google? It's cautiously bullish. The model thinks the market gets the risk to Google's search business, but, and this is the key, it has not yet priced in the incredible potential of its Gemini AI. And the thing to watch isn't the press releases, it's what the developers are saying and doing.
All right, let's zoom out. We've seen how AI can analyze individual companies. Now, in our third section, we're decoding global signals. We're going to look at those big macroeconomic forces that can move entire markets. And that leads to a really fascinating question. How can an algorithm possibly understand Fed speak? You know, that deliberately vague, coded language the chair of the Federal Reserve uses so they don't spook the markets? Humans struggle to figure it out. But for an AI, well, it's just another data set to analyze. So here's how it works. You can think of it like a four-step Fed Speak Detector. First, you scrape the speech transcripts. Second, you use a special financial AI model called FinBERT to classify every single sentence. Third, you score the overall tone from hawkish, which hints at rate hikes, to dovish, which hints at cuts. And finally, you calculate what's called a divergence score to catch any sneaky contradictions. And this right here is where the macro picture slams into the micro. Our models found a direct link. A high hawkish score from the Fed often leads to an average 2.4% drop in Capital One's stock in the week that follows. The AI is connecting the dots between Fed language and consumer credit risk way faster than the market. Now let's take this global lens and focus it on one of the world's most dynamic markets, India. Now, if you just look at a traditional chart of the Sensex or Nifty 50, things might look pretty stable. But our algorithms are flagging a massive signal, extreme volatility. Now, this is not a prediction of a crash. It's a forecast of huge price swings in both directions. So what's causing this? The AI pinpointed three key drivers. First, something called global liquidity whiplash.
That's just capital flooding in and out of the country based on what the US Fed does. Second, algorithmic feedback loops, where thousands of bots all react to the same signal at the exact same time, which just amplifies the moves. And third, incredibly rapid sector rotation. And all of this leads us to our final and maybe the most important section of all. Build your own bot. This is where we talk about the democratization of alpha, how these incredibly powerful tools are no longer just for the big guys.
Let's just start with a number that says it all. A professional Bloomberg terminal, a staple in Wall Street, costs about $24,000 a year. The cost to build your own bot that does a lot of the same core functions using free open source tools? Zero. Not a penny.
And here is the actual blueprint. This is the tech stack you can use, and all of these have free tiers. For your data, you use something like News API. For the brain of the operation, you use FinBERT, that financial language model we talked about. And to make it all run automatically, you use a cloud service like AWS Lambda. The tools of Wall Street are literally on GitHub now.
And this really gets to the core of it. Building a tool like this isn't just about learning to code. It teaches you the most fundamental skill in modern finance: information arbitrage. That's just a fancy way of saying the ability to find and act on important information faster than everyone else.
Which brings us to a powerful new mantra for this new era. The best investors aren't the ones with the best suits. They are the ones with the best scripts. The barrier to entry for doing really high-level financial analysis has, for all intents and purposes, collapsed. Code is the new capital. So, we'll leave you with one final question to think about. The algorithms, they see a storm of volatility brewing on the horizon. The question is, will you hide from it, or are you going to learn how to build the tools to surf it? Now, more than ever before, that choice is entirely yours. Thanks for joining us.